Did you know that King James wrote a book on demonology? It's so shocking. We should reject the King James Bible now because King James wrote a book on demonology before the Bible translation work was done. Yeah, I just got done reading it. Okay, this is a sort of a modern, updated version of it or whatever else, but he added some very interesting things in this, which I'll talk about in other videos. But right here's the book. Oh, scary. No, actually, it's not. All right, what was the purpose of this book? Let me read here in the introduction. This work educates the audience on the theological reasoning of a political matter which plagued the minds of society at the time. The aim of King James was to advocate to public opinion and to answer the questions that society may have had on both the historical and biblical understanding of witchcraft, the belief system, the methods, practices, and the politics surrounding the execution of convicted witches. In other words, King James wrote on demonology, and he was basically doing it because he's a king, and so he's saying, in order for me to properly judge my subjects, the people that live here, I need to see, is it just witchcraft up here, or is it they actually have power? Are they a threat to people? Have they done things worthy of death? And it goes over multiple trials that he did of witches. And some of them, it was just, okay, put them in prison. They're doing things. Others, it was, okay, they need to be executed for what they've done. They are getting into some really dark stuff and whatever. Explained in here. And it ties back into the scriptures. All right? It's not that King James is saying, I'm going to write this book on demonology to help people get in contact with devils, and King James is a high-level Freemason or some kind of thing like this. People online, they prey on ignorance. And they'll say, you know that there was no mention of the pre-trib rapture before John Nelson Darby in 1820? Yes, there was. Did you know dispensationalism came about as a result of John Nelson Darby? That's not true. You study it, actually do the research, you'll find that it's not true. Did you know that King James wrote a book on demonology? Thereby implying that he was some kind of occult master or something. I have the book. I read it. That's not what he was saying. Okay? He's saying, I'm a king. I'm going to judge this particular thing and see if these people are worthy of death. What are their beliefs? Whatever else. King James was a politician. Okay? In terms, not politician, he was a king. All right? But he was there in the political realm. That's what he's doing. That's why he wrote the book. So be very careful what you read. Be online and whatever else you see videos and exposing, you know, the truth is out there. And you just have to be brave enough to accept it or whatever, or ignorant enough to fall for it. That's the real thing. Another one of the popular ones is that King James was a homosexual. No, he wasn't. He was married, had 7 children, and those accusations that he was a sodomite came out 20 years after he died. Okay, so, and he openly wrote against sodomy. No, he was not. All right, but see, oh, I heard it online, so it must be true. No, it's a lie. All right, there's a lot of that stuff that goes on. There's so many lies that are told about me. Don't listen to them. They go, he's a heretic, he's this, he's that. They'll take one of my videos and cut it up and make me look like I'm a horrible monster teaching works salvation or something. No. Watch my stuff, take some time, do some study, okay? That takes a little bit of time. Do some study, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to use this popular, stupid thing of, I've read King James's book on demonology, so you don't have to. No, I'm not going to advocate that. If you're going to study, then do the study, do the research. Read the book for yourself. Judge it for yourself. All right? So don't fall for this nonsense that King James wrote a book on demonology, thereby proving that he's evil and horrible and a wicked wizard or something. Okay? That's going to be it. Thank you for watching.